Welcome to class 12th biology. Children, in the previous video, we have discussed about asexual reproduction, and in this video, we are going to discuss about sexual mode of reproduction. Okay, in asexual reproduction, we have discussed the 6 methods of asexual reproduction. Okay, but today we are going to start, that is sexual reproduction. Okay, sexual reproduction, you know very well, that is slow and complex process. It is usually biparental and it involves the formation and fusion of gametes. Okay, formation of gametes, that is gametogenesis, and the fusion of gametes, that is fertilization. Okay, so means we can say that the gametogenesis and fertilization, both process will occur in sexual reproduction. Okay, sexual reproduction show the variation in the offspring, means the offspring are produced in sexual reproduction, they are not clones. Okay, they show the variation, they differ from each other and from their parent. Okay, and sexual reproduction that occur in higher organism with complex structure. Okay, so start the first, that is we can say that events in sexual reproduction may be grouped into 3 different stages. Okay, you can see here it's have 3 part. First, that is pre-fertilization. Okay, the first part, the first event in sexual reproduction, that is pre-fertilization. Number 2, that is fertilization, and number 3, that is post fertilization. Okay, pre-fertilization, as the name suggests, it is before fertilization. Okay, pre, that is before, and fertilization, that is fusion of male and female gametes. Okay, so in pre-fertilization the 2 processes occur. First of all, number 1, that is gametogenesis, and number 2, that is gamete transfer. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about pre-fertilization. The pre-fertilization have the 2 events. Number 1, gametogenesis, and number 2, that is gamete transfer. Okay, gametogenesis, I told you about this, that is the formation of haploid male and female gametes. Okay, means we can say that in this process the haploid male and female gametes are formed and the event is known as gametogenesis. Okay, like formation of haploid male gamete, formation of haploid male gamete is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, because in male gametes, like sperms are formed. Okay, so that is by the process of spermatogenesis, and the female gamete, that is egg, are formed here. So by the process of oogenesis the female gamete are formed. Okay, I repeat once again, the gametogenesis is of 2 types. Number 1, spermatogenesis, number 2, oogenesis. Okay, in spermatogenesis haploid male gametes are formed. Okay, and in oogenesis the haploid female gametes are formed. Okay, clear about this? Like if the gametes are formed by the process of gametogenesis, if they are morphologically similar, means we cannot differentiate the gametes either male or female, so this is known as the homogametes or isogametes. Okay, if the gametes are morphologically similar, so we can say that it is homogametes or isogametes. Clear? Like if the gametes are morphologically differ from each other, okay, it is known as the heterogametes. Okay, clear about this? Homogametes and heterogametes. Homogametes, that is similar, morphologically similar. Heterogametes, that is morphologically differ. Like in heterogametes, we cannot differentiate between male and female. Okay, like see here, in heterogametes, male gametes is called anthrozoid or sperm, while female gamete is called ovum. Clear? So in heterogametes, these both are morphologically differ. The male gamete we can easily recognize, that is sperms or anthrozoid. The female gamete, that is ovum. Okay, clear about this? Next, in pre-fertilization, if a single organism bear both male and female gametes, it is known as monoecious or homothelic. Okay, like example I'm giving to you, that is coconut. Okay, coconut is the plant that bear both male and female gamete. Okay, so this type of organism is known as monoecious. Okay, clear? Now second, that is dioecious. If the organism bear either male or female gamete, is known as the dioecious. Okay, like for example papaya. Okay, papaya bear either male or female gamete. Okay, so that is the first part of pre-fertilization. Here the gametogenesis occur. Okay, the next part, that is gamete transfer. Okay, gamete transfer means when the gametes are formed. So after gamete formation, the male and female gamete must be physically brought together to facilitate fusion. Okay, means the gametes are formed, so after gamete formation they must be physically brought together for the fusion, for the fertilization. Okay, clear? As some example are here. In some organism, both gametes are motile, means male and female both gametes are motile. Okay, here example algae. Basically we have seen there, the male is motile but the female is static, that is non-motile. But in algae both gametes are motile. Motile means they can move from one place to other place. Okay, clear? Second part of this, that is in most of the cases we have seen that the male gamete is motile and female is not. Okay, that is female is non-motile, that is static. Okay, clear? One example of algae is also there here. Algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes. Okay, these are some plants. Here water is a medium. Okay, for gamete, water is the medium for gamete transfer. Okay, clear? Gamete transfer is clear to you? I repeat once again, after gamete formation the gametes must be physically brought together to facilitate fusion. Okay, here some example we can give, like algae, both male and female gametes are motile. Okay, in bryophytes, pteridophytes, the medium for transfer of gamete, that is water. Okay, clear? So basically we have seen that the male is motile in most of the living organism and female is non-motile. Okay, this is gamete transfer. Clear about this? Next process of gamete transfer is pollination. Okay, pollination, that is very important process. Pollination, you know very well, pollination, that is transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, that is pollination. It is the method of gamete transfer. Clear? You can see here, pollination is the method of gamete transfer in higher plants. Okay, in higher plants, like example angiosperm, that is also known as the flowering plants. Okay, clear? So pollination occur in the higher plants as pollen grain contain male gametes. Okay, as pollen grain contain the male gamete. These pollen grain land on the stigma, okay, on the female, and when male reach to the female, they fuse together and form the zygote. Okay, clear? Next, pre-fertilization we have discussed. Pre-fertilization, that is before fertilization. Okay, like gametes are formed and gametes will be transferred, okay, to facilitate fusion, that is fertilization. Okay, clear? Now first event. Now second, that is fertilization or syngamy. Okay, like in pre-fertilization the gametes are formed and they are physically brought together, and in this process of fertilization the fusion of male and female gamete will occur. Like we can say that fertilization is the process in which male and female gamete fuse together and form zygote. Okay, that is fertilization, and it is also known as the syngamy. Okay, clear? You can see here fertilization, that is most important event in sexual reproduction. Achha, why we are saying most important? Because in which the zygote are formed. Okay, the haploid male and female gamete are fused together and they form the diploid zygote. Okay, haploid, that is having one complete set of chromosome, that is N, and diploid, that is having two set of chromosome, that is 2N. Okay, so from haploid gamete the diploid zygote is formed. Okay, this process is also called syngamy. Okay, that lead to the formation of zygote. Okay, clear? That lead to the formation of zygote. Okay, children. However, in some organism zygote formation takes place without fertilization, is known as parthenogenesis. Okay, that is important term here, that is parthenogenesis. Okay, like we are studying, that is the fusion of male and female gamete to form zygote, but a name process, that is parthenogenesis. In this process, without fertilization the zygote are formed. Okay, and this occur in honeybees and some lizard. Okay, children, clear about parthenogenesis, that is zygote formation without fertilization. Clear? So fertilization we know very well, that is of two types: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Okay, internal fertilization and external fertilization. Okay, we'll take a difference between these two. Okay, first I have written here external fertilization. So see here, if the syngamy or fertilization that occur outside the body of organism is known as external fertilization. External, that is outside the body of organism. Okay, internal, that is if the syngamy or fertilization occur inside the body of organism, that is internal fertilization. Okay, clear? Very simple. External, that is outside; internal, that is inside the body of organism. In fertilization, external, the large number of gametes, that is male and female gamete, released in the surrounding medium. Release in the surrounding medium. Okay, clear? Like water is the medium. So in water the large number of male and female gametes are formed, released. Okay, some example of external fertilization you can see here: the bony fishes and amphibians. Okay, internal fertilization, that is here number of ova are less but large number of male gametes are formed. Okay, example, that is birds, mammals, earthworm. Okay, clear? So that is fertilization or syngamy that we have discussed. Okay children, now last one, that is in sexual mode of reproduction, the third event, that is post fertilization. So zygote development in the post fertilization. First of all, zygote will be developed and then zygote turn into an embryo. Okay, clear about this zygote and embryo? In post fertilization we will discuss zygote development and embryo development. Okay, start from the zygote. Zygote, you know very well, the formation, the fusion of male and female gamete. Okay, fuse together they form the zygote. Okay, when male gamete fuse to the female gamete, okay, they form zygote. Okay, so the fertilization product, that is zygote. See here, the haploid gametes fuse to form a diploid zygote in all organism. Means haploid gamete, haploid male and haploid female gamete, they fuse together and form zygote in all organism. Okay children, so zygote development or formation in external fertilization in external medium. Okay, when the external fertilization takes place, so zygote form in the external medium, and in internal fertilization it form inside the body of individual. Okay, in external fertilization zygote form outside the out in external medium outside the body, and in internal fertilization zygote form inside the individual. Okay, then after that zygote go cell division, then cell differentiation. Okay, both process start in zygote, that is cell division and cell differentiation. Then after that the various parts develop there. Okay, and they turns into an embryo. Okay children, clear? So here we are taking the two example here. Number one, viviparous animals. Okay, and number two, plants. Okay, two example in zygote formation. Let's see here. In viviparous animal, viviparous, that is those animals which give birth to their young ones. Okay, that is viviparous. So in viviparous animal, zygote development occur inside the female body and they give birth to their individual. Okay, they give birth to their individual, that is example mammals. Clear? So viviparous animals, in viviparous animals the zygote development occurs inside the female body and they give birth to their young ones. Okay, that is viviparous. Example of viviparous mammals. In plants, zygote is formed inside the ovule. Okay, ovule is the part of female reproductive organ, that is pistil. Okay, or carpel, where it develop into an embryo. Okay, in this process ovule becomes seeds and ovary turns into fruits. Okay, when we discuss chapter number 2, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants, we'll deeply study about zygote formation in the plants. Okay, clear? So germination of seeds produce the few plants. Ovule turned into the seed and ovary turned into fruit. Clear? And germination of seeds produces new plants. Okay. In zygote development, next, children, you know very well, two types of animal that are found. Number one, that is oviparous, and number two, that is viviparous. About viviparous I told you about, that is they give birth to young ones, young individual. Okay. And oviparous animal are those animal which lay unfertilized egg. Okay, fertilized or unfertilized egg. Clear? Oviparous, viviparous. So in oviparous, the eggs are, one second, the eggs are, okay, eggs have calcareous shell to protect from harsh environment. Means they have a protective covering in egg. But in viviparous, no shell are formed to protect the zygote inside the mother body. Okay. So oviparous give eggs, unfertilized or fertilized egg, and viviparous are those animal which give birth to their young individual. Okay, young ones. Here the in oviparous they have a protective shell that protect the zygote, and in viviparous there are no protective cell to protect the zygote. Okay. Here the development of zygote is totally depend on mother's body. Okay children, clear about this? Any problem? So in post fertilization, the first event, that is zygote development, and second, that is embryogenesis. Okay, zygote development we have seen. Okay, in zygote development the cell division start and they also differentiate. Okay, they turn into the embryo. Okay, from zygote and embryo will be developed. Okay, so we can say that embryogenesis, that is a process of development of the embryo from zygote. Okay, development of embryo from the zygote. The zygote undergoes cell division and differentiation. Okay, cell divide there and also differentiate. When cell divide, it increases the number of cells of the embryo, and cell differentiation help the cells undergo modification to form specialized tissue and organ. Means cell divide in zygote, cell differentiate, they form the tissue and organ in embryo. Okay, so children, in this chapter we have discussed about sexual and asexual mode of reproduction. In sexual we have seen there, that is the three event. Number one, pre-fertilization, like the gametes are formed there and they are facilitate fusion. In fertilization we have seen there, the gametes are fused together to form zygote. And in number three, that is fertilization, we have seen, that is the formation of zygote and the development of an embryo. Zygote are formed, and in zygote the cell division start, increase in cell and also differentiate, they form the specialized, okay, tissues and organs in embryo. Clear? Any problem regarding that? So we have finished this chapter now.